All right, y'all. Just wanted to show our rig. uh, it's a 1988 F350, and I've done just a little bit to it. I did the bed on the back. It was kind of rusting, so I painted it black and did that. I got some new tires on it, and I like the Mastercraft tires. Hopefully that turns out all right to see. I like the Mastercraft tires really well. I hadn't started it in about 2 weeks. We're not full-timing yet. The plan is to do that in a few months. Today I'm going to I've got to go pick up a bunch of bicycles though, so it's kind of chilly, so I do have a block heater on her, and so I had her plugged in for about an hour, so this will be not really a cold start, but I'll get in there and fire it up and let y'all listen to that if you're interested. Yeah, she's an 88, and so I just briefly want to show you my rig. I'm gonna show more on the rig later, but the rig is a 2006 Forest River fifth wheel, and I did a I had a because I had the flatbed, so I've got the adapter installed on it, and you know, she's got some problems, but you know, she's good to get us going. I had some delamination here on this side, and I've probably looked at every YouTube video you could possibly look at about fixing it, and all I did to just kind of address that is I put some holes in the side, and then I just filled those in with construction adhesive and just kind of pushed it in as best I can, and it's kind of stopped it from popping out that way on the side anyway. I mean, I know there'll be a lot of critiques of that, and it's a terrible job, I know. I'm not very good at doing anything, so I'm not really too worried about it. As long as it structurally holds together, that's all I really care about. And then the front, you know, it's got that typical delamination on the front, which I thought about trying to do something with some kind of steel plate or something like that, but that stuff's so expensive, and this is you know, I'm all low budget, so I can't really afford to do a whole lot like that. So I did buy that tape. It's really good tape. We call that a Turnabond tape, and I put a Turnabond on almost every seam that's on the RV. So let's see if I can get up close and show you that. And again, I'm going to show this more later. Again, you know, it's not professional work by any stretch of the imagination, but I am, you know, covering up the seams here just to have that done, so I don't have any leakage, any additional kind of leakage or nothing like that on the seams. Again, I'll show a lot more of that later. Kind of back to the truck, and let's get a view of the cold start here, or semi-cold start, like I said. Get in here, and the inside is pretty good too. I ain't really done too much to it except for clean it and stuff like that. So, yeah, all right. Yeah, and kind of get my key in there. And I usually let this cycle a couple times. It's 7.3 liter. I let it cycle when it's kind of cold like this. And then on the second one, then I'll go about halfway down. And you know, she did a pretty good job right there. I'll tell you what, the trick to me is that block heater, and if it's anything below 50 degrees, I like to get that block heater on it at least for like an hour or something like that, just to get it limbered up a little bit. And but the motor runs good and everything, and it's got about 100,000 miles on it, which is pretty hard to find in a diesel at this age. It's 98,000 miles, something like that. And you know, so the motor's got a lot of life left in it still. It's, you know, it's just all the other stuff that kind of gets you at this time. You know, of course I love my music, so I put a new stereo in it. You know, nothing that great and fancy or anything like that, but we'll have more in the. Oh yeah, and I did also, the other thing I did is my lights on it. Show you that. I installed a switch over here. I don't know if you can see that or not. Maybe you can. But this switch, I throw that switch, and if I come out here, I put these lights up here on my on my bed to, you know, light things up at night, and especially if I'm trying to hook and unhook my RV, I can it'll kind of help me out. And those I got, you know, again, you know, a lot of the stuff I'm gonna be showing on my side here is gonna be about being cheap. Those lights cost me a total of $5 at the Give Me 5 store, which we have here in town. And so I got $5 in the lights, and everything else I had laying around, that switch and all that stuff, and the wire and everything I had laying around the house. So that made that a pretty good deal. That type of thing. So I guess that's about it for now, guys. I really appreciate you watching this video, and I'll have more later.